This is a boat they found at the bottom of the Sea of Galilee, and it's made of wood, and they dated it from about 2,000 years ago. Now, it may or may not be a boat that Jesus rode in, but because of the location significance and the date of it, they're calling it the Jesus boat.
Yuvi and Moshe are brothers, born in Ginosar. Both are amateur archaeologists.
We had dreams that one day we'd find a treasure in the Sea of Galilee. I told Moshe that one day the Sea of Galilee will give us a gift. You'll see. It'll give us a gift.
And that day has come true. While walking on the seashore after a drought year, they found an old nail.
An ancient nail, then another. We cleaned it a bit. We discovered wood. We looked again and realized it's a boat. We moved along the wood. It was almost a 10-meter long boat.
We felt we found a great discovery on an international level. Among the experts invited were marine archaeologist Shelley Waxman and his assistant Kurt.
We knew immediately this is an ancient boat. We didn't know how old it was, but we knew that it was ancient.
They touched it with a chisel once, and you saw two dancers up in the air.
Yeah, we did a little dance, and we're very excited.
A crazy race against time and odds started.
As soon as we started excavating it, we were, in a sense, destroying it. We were opening it up to the air, and the air was its enemy.
My first job as a conservator was to make sure the wood didn't dry out. It's waterlogged wood. The minute it dries out, it turns to powder. We had to use sprinklers, and people had to spray water on it all day long. An awning was built for shade.
The digging around such an ancient and big object required special care.
While we were digging, it became clear that we couldn't use tools near the wood. We had to use our bare hands. As the wood was so soft and spongy, our fingers just went right through it. Then it was time to decide how to move the boat. Experts from the port of Haifa arrived, engineers.
We went to the Air Force, the Navy, the port authorities, the airplane, the El Al.
The Air Force offered us a helicopter.
At the end, it was Warner who came up with the idea of how to actually move the boat.
The solution found was to fill up and wrap the boat with polyurethane, a fast-drying plastic foam. That's how we filled it up from the inside. But how do you fill it up from below? It's filled with mud, and if you remove the sand, it will fall over.
We solved that by digging channels the width of a person underneath the boat.
After digging the channels under the boat, they were filled with foam.
You spray the polyurethane, it expands and settles, and another channel can be made right away.
At the end, the entire boat was covered with polyurethane, and yet it was still not clear how to move it to dry land.
The most logical.
Why is that so cool? Because we found a mosaic describing the same boat at Magdala. We found this mosaic at Magdala as if it was this very boat. How about that? I think that's cool. So anyhow, there's a chart over there that shows you the types of wood that was used to build this boat. What a coincidence. It was made out of 12 types of wood. Maybe it's not who knows?
So what have they done to preserve that? How do they preserve it now?
Well, after they took it out, they had to keep it in some kind of a chemical solution for quite a few years, so it could be displayed the way it is. Be careful about the mosaic, please. This thing is only thousands of years old, and it's the best tourist trap in the world. Probably get mad at us.
What year was that discovery again?
It was
87, 88?
Six, I don't know. But it has been from the first century. There was a very important man around here called Jesus that a lot of people come all over the world to walk around this lake. They nicknamed it the Jesus boat.
This is a good name, buddy.
Yeah, from you were getting
January 86.
So it took them about 2 months to
Get it all, the
excavate
polyurethane.
it and bring it to the place of the. And that was being Yeshua.
Did you know that they take it through stone and then put it up top? And so there was this old barn, and this guy was looking through, he was like, what does that say, or whatever, and then they like went and looked at it, and then they tested it all, and that was, isn't that cool?
They found Viking longships that were used, that were turned over. And
So here's the list
Oh, wow.
of the 12 different woods. Christ thorn, carob, Aleppo pine, hawthorn, cedar, Tabor oak, sycamore, laurel, willow, Judas tree, plane tree, and Atlantic terebinth.
We can go now. I just want to show you a few things in that shop. Some questions have been already brought up concerning the stuff to be there. So, most of you probably know this. Some of you here are the first time. So we're going to go over some data here.
Yeah.
Here, hey, Jay. Just hold it with 2 hands.
Europe's never fascinated me. None of that's ever.
Yeah.
It's not petrified wood, which is
Yes.
the only way I've ever seen wood last that long is petrified.